It's Thursday afternoon, and we've got basketball on the agenda. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point guard position. Garuba passes to Campazzo. Going inside, pass to Deck. 5 to shoot. Here's Garuba. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Assisted by Musa.
Let's go with a three. He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
About a minute into this first quarter, as we look towards the end of March, these power rankings are getting closer to their final shape. You take a look at the home team. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they're pulling out all the stops to try and climb up the ladder. I don't think anyone is surprised to see them playing as hard as they have been.
Here's Luau Cabarro. Knocks down the long J.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Offensive rebound out to the right wing. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Launches it. Deck with a rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Luau Cabarro passes to Howard. Takes a three. Garuba with a rebound. Here's Campazzo. Over to the left wing. Pass to Garuba. The three. Knocks it down from distance. Garuba's got 5 now.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
They get it again. Now here is Howard. Out left to the wing. Here's Luau Cabarro. Fires in the triple. He has 6.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Musa. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
The first free throw is good.
Deck at the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
From outside the arc. That one doesn't drop.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Garuba with the bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
There's a minute 12 left to play in the first. Pass to Luau Cabarro. From the arc. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Luau Cabarro's got 9.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
Right wing. 41 seconds left in the first quarter here. Shot clock at 6. Here's Musa. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. He has 6.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Off target from three-point range.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
The 3 ball. Sends it home from three-point land.
3.
9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Luwawu Cabarro gets it to go.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Sunday, and then on Tuesday.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's the steal. Pass to Njai. Beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance. Njai's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Fires the 3. And he can't get that one. Now Ibaka. Drives to the hoop. No good with a layup. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to Baldwin. And there's a pick from behind the arc. Parries it from 3.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Here's Njai. Uses the glass on the layup. Njai's got 5 now.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this down. Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest him.
Ibaka's shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Fires from deep. That shot missing. Here's Hazonia. Yet to see a basket. From the wing, it's rebounded by Ja.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Lets the 3 fly. Njai grabs the miss. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Hazonia. Off the mark there with a 3. In transition, here they come. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 6 points for him.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
2 minutes.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Baskonia.
Here's Forrest. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Forrest has gotten his first points in this one.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? There's a screen. And we've got 1:18 left in the first half. The three. Drills it from deep.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Hazonia. Down low. Here's Njai. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Njai's got 7 points for the quarter. From outside the arc. Njai grabs the miss.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And the layup is good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Forrest. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hazonia. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Baldwin's shot is good. Baldwin's got 5 now. Pass to Njai. Oh, swiped away. He gets it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 7. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out. But crazier things have happened.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the visiting team.
One big
Thanks as always for watching.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Campazzo, still without a bucket. And it's Hall in at the center position. And the basket is good.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 15.
And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. On target from range.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Deck passes to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. 7 points in the game. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Nails it from three.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Campazzo, pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. Back to Garuba. Clock at 6. Lanecki with a rebound.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
From downtown, that shot off the mark.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Deck passes to Garuba. From the arc. He can't hit that time. Pass to Luau Cabarro. There's the three. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
For three. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 53 left in the third. There's a screen. This one for three. Hits the trifecta. He's got 12.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. Shot is up. And the jumper is good.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Baldwin's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Baldwin's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Back to Campazzo. Pass to Deck. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Chop. It's a close game here in Boston. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Puts up a deep three. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Musa. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Chop. Chop's got 4 rebounds now. To the right side. Here's Baldwin. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's Musa to the wing, right side. Here's Deck. Knocks down the triple. Deck's got 7. Up in time. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. It's good. Here's the pick. Takes a 3. No good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Azonia. Three-pointer, no good. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Baldwin. The three is up. Drains the triple.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Here's Hazonia. Pass to Ibaka. Six to shoot. Poke loose. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution on the court.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And that one's good.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
And there's the screen. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Connects from downtown. Luwawu-Cabarrot's got 11 in the second half.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Lets it go from deep. Njai. Shot is good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. All alone. Njai grabs the miss. Njai's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Ibaka. Ball stolen. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Off target with the 3. Here's Hazonia. Hits a three-pointer.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Luwawu-Cabarrot, no good. Now here's Ibaka. Defense is right there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Ibaka's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Fires the 3. Njai grabs the miss. It's picked off. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Takes the 3. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
It's so hard to pass up a three-pointer when the D is completely scattered.
With the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul, second team.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point game here.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Kept alive, out to the right wing. They set the pick. There's the triple, and Hazonia pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Ibaka. Launches it. The shot by Hazonia, no good.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Home team foul. Baldwin. 4th personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. The visiting club takes the win on the road.
That's the end
And
of the
they
game.
barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
The NBA.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jones, and it's Bonga in at the three. The shot, no good. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by Luwawu. And here comes the break. Sedikurski's Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now here's Jones. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. About a minute played so far here in the first. Pass to Luwawu. There's the pick. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Luwawu's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Here's Bunga. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Jones looking for an opening. Puts up a deep three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. From outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Luwalu's got 6.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Bunga to the inside. And here we go. Launches a three, trains the three-pointer. He's got 9.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Here's Davies. Outside, Jones. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Good on the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Sedekursky's drills the three-pointer.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Bunga. Tries the spin move. Pulls up from the corner. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. 1:29 left here in the first quarter. Here's Luwawu. 12 points for him. Lets the three fly. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. Bunga, the pass to Davies. Pass to Ntilikina. Just 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Outside, Jones. Out to the right wing. Bunga. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Bunga's got 8 points.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Luwawu. Out to the right wing. Howard with a clean look. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Davies kicks to Jones. Takes a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Jones has gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. Pass to Hall. Here's Luwawu. Sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end a quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. up by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Brown out there with Pokuševski. Then it's Jones. And it's Lundberg in at the point guard. Pass to Brown. Puts up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Kept alive. Here's Baldwin. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Screen by Jones. Here's Lundberg. Pokuševski with the ball. Inside. It's rebounded by Jock.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Baldwin looking for the opening. Lets it go from deep. That one, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
He's covered by Brown. No good there off the double clutch.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And Jones slams it home.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
From beyond the arc, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now, Pokuševski. He has yet to score. Nice shot from the wing. Here's Baldwin. Three-pointer. That one misses.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's the 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Lundberg. A 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball. Lundberg's got his first 3 points of the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
They set the screen. Buries it from 3-point range. He has 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, but now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Screen by Jones. Back to Brown. Ball stolen. Pass to Jock. Out to the wing. Here's Baldwin. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Baldwin's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
A shot by Lundberg, no good. Over to the left wing for 3. That shot off.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Well, that's a smart pass by Alexei Pokuševski. This guy handing it off to a ready shooter. Nicely done.
Jacks up a three. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 9.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Brown inside the line. It's rebounded by Jock. And we've reached halftime in this one. Leading by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we...
Man, we've talked about it so much. Hard to believe we're almost an all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first all-star game for a player really memorable. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the home team. Thanks for joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Howard is out there with Luwawu, and it's Hall in at the center filling out the middle. Nilikina kicks to Jones. There's a good screen, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Got Nilikina. He's out there with Jones. And it's Bonga in at the 3 slot. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Latre sinks the three-pointer. He has 5.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Here's Luwawu.
Home team foul. Marcus. First personal foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Bonga. Spins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul. First team
You
foul.
know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Luwawu.
The ball goes to the away team.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Jones with the bounce pass. Hits the three-point bomb.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's not anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day, because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Here's Luwawu. Connects from three-point range. Luwawu's got 6 in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Pass to Nilikina. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Well, the more experience Frank Ntilikina gets, the better he looks. What a pretty pass.
Here's Luwawu to the left wing. Sedekursky's. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Bonga. 10 points for him. Nailed from three-point land. Bonga's got 13 points.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
It's good from long range.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Luwawu. From downtown, drains it from beyond the arc. Luwawu's got 26.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
There's 1:17 left in the third. And here's the break. The three sinks the triple. He has 29.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Davies, the pass to Jones. Here's Davies. Here's Bonga. 13 points in the game. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the triple. No good from Luwawu. Here's Bonga to end the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 16.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
They set the pick. Sedekursky's. No good on the three.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Jones. And the wing jumper offline.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Pass to Luwawu. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up 11. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing right side. They set the pick. Fires from deep. Traps in the tray.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Ntilikina out there with Jones. And it's Davies in at the 5 spot. Here's Baldwin. Drains the wing tray.
And look at it. A significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
The quick look, no good that time. There's the lob to the hoop. Well placed LU pass into the layup.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Baldwin. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Brown.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Here's Lundberg. They get it back. Five to shoot. Another shot. Okrzyjewski with the ball. Offline with his 3.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Baldwin. 3-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Shoots the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the 3-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
From deep. No good on the shot. The tray. And it's forced with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Chop. It's hauled in by Brown.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot. Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Locked loose. Here's Forrest.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Now, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Pass to Lundberg. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
For the away team.
And he's good on the first of 3.
Taking 3 shots.
He makes the second free throw, and that brings them to within 10. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that brings them within single digits. Here's Monecki, defended by Jones. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Monecki. And the 3-ball is good.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
And they just went out and executed. Give credit to the coaching staff. They have to be thrilled with their level of play.
Brown outside. The shot missing. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Fires from way outside. And Jones pulls it down. They're running. Brown wide open. He fires. And it's good off the back rim and in. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater...
NBA on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Out to the right wing. Pass to Garuba. Clock at 6. Here he goes. And a nice finish on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Deck with a rebound. Here's Garuba. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
From deep. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Musa. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Jones. Fires for three. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Garuba. And the 3 off target.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Brown. The 3. On the wing, Jones. Here's Musa. 3-pointer. The 3 ball. Sinks the tray.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Outside, Brown. He shoots it. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Pass to Deck. Here's Campazzo. Takes it inside. Count the basket.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Jones. Outside, Brown.
2 minutes remaining.
4-3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
3 points.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. He has 6.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Launches a 3. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
As of late, he has been an absolute menace on the defensive end of the floor, causing all kinds of trouble for opposing offenses and making it really tough for the other team to find buckets.
Pass to Garuba. And he jams it home with authority.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there, but the result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there. Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Here's Musa. 6 points for him. Puts up a 3. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Bonga, pass to Brown. They grab their own miss. A shot to stop the run. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the wing, right side. Here's Musa. He's got 9.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Washington. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense. Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Up by 3. And we'll return shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Washington in at the point. Puts it up. Injai grabs the miss.
and he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
Ibaka for three. Pass to Azonia. And he makes it on the layup.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Washington's shot is good.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Ibaka with it. Pass to Azonia. Ibaka down low. Defended by Jones. Ibaka, good. Ibaka's got his first points of the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Lundberg. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Just 3 to shoot. Washington outside. Here's Lundberg. Three-pointer. And Pokashevsky gets it to go.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Knocked loose. Here's Njai. Fires in the triple. Njai's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here, the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Azonia. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Lundberg. Jones, the pass to Pokashevsky. Picked by Pokashevsky. Jacks up with 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
He's guarded by Washington. Azonia. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Lundberg. He's scoreless. Pass to Jones. The 3 is up. And he buries his first look.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
It's rebounded by Ibaka.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Chalk up 2 there. Ibaka's gotten 4 this quarter.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Lundberg's shot is off.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
High post Ibaka. Here's Azonia. No good on the triple. The steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Ibaka for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Ibaka's got 7 points.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
To halt the run. Drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so that's the end of the first half. leading by 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but
You take a look at the visitors. They're in good position, definitely among the top teams in the conference.
and just as important as the... And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the home team.
They're playing the way they're supposed to.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard. Back to Jones. The three is up, and the three-pointer goes. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Musa. Back to Campazzo. Stolen by Jones. In transition, here they come. That three's off the mark. Here's Musa, defended by Brown. From outside the arc, drains the triple. 12 points for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Garuba. He's got 9. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. About a minute played here in the second half. Bonga, pass to Brown. Here's Bonga. No made baskets yet. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Campazzo. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And the shot's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Bonga. Counted from distance. Bonga has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Bonga has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Here's Garuba. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Now here's Brown. He's guarded closely. Five on the clock. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Musa. The 3 ball. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Now Brown to the right side. Here's Bonga. On target from range. 9 points in the game.
They're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. Nope, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
Pass to Musa. Fires for 3. To the paint. Right wing. Here's Deck. Offensive rebound. Here's Campazzo. Defended by Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Deck. Off target from 3-point range. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And he lobs it up top.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Here's Musa. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. From deep. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
It's Brown on the wing. He's got 5. They set the pick. Jones from outside. Drills it from deep. Jones has got 6 in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Campazzo. Shot blocked. Here's Bonga. The arc. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Deck. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Leading by 9. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. So it's the home team now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Hazonia.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. 9-point game. To the left wing. Ibaka for 3. No luck on that one. Ibaka's gone 1 for 4 from distance. We've got Washington, and it's Pokashevsky in at the 4-man position.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
He's guarded by Washington. Pass to Inja. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the triple.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And there's the drive. And the bucket is good.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Back to Washington. And Richard, with the new CBA in place, the middle class is starting to strengthen in the league.
And I think that's a good thing. You don't want minimum players and max players. There is a big gap between those two styles of play. There are so many players that fit in between. There's all-stars. There's young players that deserve a larger portion of the money.
They've gotten pretty sloppy with the ball here in the second half.
Stripped it away. Out to the wing. Here's Hazonia. They get it back. Here's Ibaka. Pass to Azonia. Five to shoot. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's Pokashevsky. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Pass to Azonia. To the left side wing. And he goes in for the dunk. Yeah, if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Jones. And that one is hammered home.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Away team foul. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Azonia, defended by Jones. Ibaka's shot is off. 1:56 left in the game. The three. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Azonia. Hits the trifecta. Now here's Washington. Outside Jones. It's stolen. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Azonia. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
Here's Lundberg. No good on the three.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here we go. Oh,
wow.
Did he?
That's
he
just,
did.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, he did that. We all witnessed that.
Yo, check it out. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Fires away from way outside. And that one is stuffed right through. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
A deep three. Washington grabs the miss. And they recover it. And so they get the victory here at home. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard
Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Luwawu. He's out there with Howard. And it's Monecki in at the power forward. Here's Luwawu. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Deck. Pass to Garuba. Fires the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's the screen to the wing on the left. Luwawu's shot is off. Here's Campazzo. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Musa off the mark there with the three-point shot.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Deck. Off target at the rim.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Howard with a clean look. Drills the three-pointer.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Musa passes to Campazzo. From the arc. Musa can't hit.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's the three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Garuba. Pass to Deck. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Jop. From the corner. Count that one. Luwawu's got 5.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Musa. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To halt the run, after 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Deck. Fires the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Luwalu's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. For 3, the basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Luwalu's gone 50% from deep tonight, making 2 of 4. Musa can't hit.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Here's Luwalu. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Hits the three-point bomb. Garuba's got his 2nd basket of the night. Garuba's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Jacks up a 3, and Luwalu gets it to go.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Campazzo. No scoring in this one. That one falls.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
Here's Luwalu. And the 3 ball is good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Tavares passes to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. The offensive rebound. Pass to Musa. Here's Garuba. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Monecki. Off target from outside. Got it off in time. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the 1st quarter. Up by 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the 2nd quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the 1st half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible. You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
And Yui kicks to Hezonja. Here's Huey. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. One-on-one here. Plenty of space. And he hits the jump shot.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Hezonja knocks down the 3-ball.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Hall passes to Forrest. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the 2nd quarter. Off on the layup. Here's Huey. That 3 off the mark. Here's Hall. Nothing on the board. And he bangs it home with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Pass to Enjai. drains the three-pointer. Njai's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Driving inside. The 3 connects from three-point range.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And Huey kicks to Njai.
2 minutes.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And Force gets it to go.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter. They're really cooking now, actually cooking with gas, and you know what kind of heat that is.
Ibaka, no luck.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
There's 1:17 left here in the second. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Njai, the pass to Huey. Lets it go from deep. And the basket by Njai. Njai's got 10 points.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Ibaka. And here is Hazonia. Beyond the arc. There's the 3. And it's Ibaka again missing.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. 14 points for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Hazonia with the ball. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Hazonia's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Baldwin. That will count. He knocks it down, boy.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And you look at the order of things, Kenny, any teams here that have surprised you one way or the other?
Well, there are levels.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the home team.
They're getting...
And that's all for us. Now...
And so we conclude the first half. They lead by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And it's Garuba in at the 4. Pass to Jop. Here's Monecki. Now here's Howard. Over to the left wing. And Luwawu gets it to go.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Luwawu is out there with Howard. Then it's Jop. And it's Monecki in at the 4. They get the rebound. Setakurski's sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And yes, it's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Musa can't hit. We've seen them struggle in the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you've got to do it as a unit.
Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Jop.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
The 3. And Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Musa can't hit.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taking 16 to 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
And small forwards are asked to do so much in the modern NBA, and he just answers the call in every facet of the game. Tremendous numbers from him, and he is more than deserving of the award.
Boy, the defense really wasn't bad there, but he's a gifted shooter from distance.
To the right side. From past the arc. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Musa can't hit.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Trying his luck from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 5. Pass to Campazzo. Driving the lane. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Launches a 3. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Just 3 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. A rebound by Hazania.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Pass to Hazania for the 3. He doesn't hit that one. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts.
Whoa, that's some range right there, guys. The prayer is answered.
Well, through And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Yui, and it's Njai in at the four-man position. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Luwawu. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Luwawu's got 12 points in just the second half.
Wow. What can you say?
There's a screen. Ibaka for three. The shot misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And the basket by Monecki.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
And Ibaka kicks to you. Ibaka outside. Launches it. No good there. Here's Luwawu. Hasonia defending.
Away team foul. Monecki. Second personal foul.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. This one for three. Nailed from three-point land.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
There's the pick. Here's Luwawu. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Luwawu's got 6 here in this quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Lets the three fly. No good. Shot missing. Ibaka outside.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Hits it from three-point range.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. From downtown.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
The rebound by Njai. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. There's the triple. Driving in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Luwawu. Over Hasonia. And that one hits back iron. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Takes a three. A shot that time, not on target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Puts up a deep three. To the left wing. Defended by Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with a three. And he's good on the three ball. Luwawu's got 18 points just in the second half.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And now, here's Hasonia. He's guarded closely. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point territory, Luwalu's shot is off. Here we go, one-on-one. Fires for three. Good on the triple. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Over to the wing. Pass to Manecki. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's stolen by Ibaka. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they...
basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in at shooting guard. Knocks down the long J.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Pass to Manecki. Here's Howard. Offline with a three. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Jones from outside. A rebound by Hall. In transition. Robbed. Here we go. Jones' shot is good.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Luwawu Cabarrot, no good. And here they come. There's the three. Connects from downtown.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Looking to win the run. Pure from three-point range. Luwawu Cabarrot's got 6.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Bonga for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 6.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Howard's shot's good.
3. And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
To the inside, Bonga. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Luwawu Cabarrot, and it's off from three-point range. Pass to Bonga. Washington outside. And he lobs it up. Here's the break. Here's Luwawu Cabarrot. Sinks it from distance.
And the defense looking a little lost on that play.
The 3 from Washington. Gets the 3 to fall.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
And there's 1:38 left in the first. And there's the screen. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. On the break. Here's Bonga. Misses the 3. Bonga has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Luwawu Cabarrot. 9 points in the game. Let's go with a 3. Jones grabs the board. Here's Lundberg. And a miss there on the triple.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Luwawu Cabarrot gets it to go.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Lundberg. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Poku making better and better decisions with basketball.
And that one's on target from the wing.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Over to the wing. It's stolen by Howard. And they're pushing it up. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. That gives them the lead. Luau Cabarros's got 15 points.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Howard, the screen. And Luau Cabarro gets it to go. 18 points for him. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Up by 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Here's Lundberg. Washington outside. Fires from deep. Hits a three-pointer.
Number 45.
Here's Forrest. Here's the pick. Buries it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Lundberg. Now Washington. Shot clock at 5. To the wing, right side. Jones sets a screen. Three-pointer. Lundberg's shot is off. Lundberg's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Pokashevsky covering. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Fires the 3. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
There's the triple. Jones, the pass to Washington. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. Washington's got 6. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. A tight one here in New York City. And there's a pick. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Lundberg. Fires the 3. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Out to the right wing. Here's Jop. To the wing on the left. Launches it. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Right wing.
To
the right side.
First half, 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Jones sets a screen. The 3 from Washington. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Jop. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Baldwin. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Jacks up a 3. No good there.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to Forrest. And 1:01 left in the second.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Lundberg. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Lundberg's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Launches a three. He drops it from range. Give him 8 points now.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Washington outside. From downtown. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills. It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Baldwin from behind the arc. Oh, did he? He did! He got it to fall!
Put it on the board.
So nice.
What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his team the momentum right before the buzzer.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Over to the wing. Here's Luau Cabarro. Back to Howard. The three. Nails it from 3. Howard's got his second bucket on the night.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And it's Howard in at the point. Here's Bonga. And he hits the jump shot. Here's Luau Cabarro. He's got 18. This one for 3. Can't get it to fall. 6 for 10 now. Here's Bonga. 5 points in the game. Takes a 3. Offensive board. Outside Jones. 3-pointer off the mark. Jones is gone. 1 for 3 from the field here. Pass to Howard. Here's Luau Cabarro.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Puts up a 3. Drills it from deep. 5 points in the game.
And just Shakespearean there. A smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Takes the 3. Knocks down the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Goes up on the wing. Pass to Howard. Here's Manecki. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. It doesn't go for him.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
On the wing, Jones. Can't tie it up. That one misses. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Oh, it's stolen away. In transition, here they come. Outside, Brown. The rebound by Hall. Hall's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. They set a pick. And stolen by Jones. Here we go, one-on-one. Brown passes to Jones. Pass to Bonga. 4 on the clock. For the tie. The rebound by Hall. Hall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Luau Cabarro. Beyond the arc. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta. Give him 8.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Hits a 3-pointer.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Hall. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Luau Cabarro passes to Hall. Here's Manecki. Here's Luau Cabarro, defended by Brown. The 3. To the left wing. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Baldwin's shot is good.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Leading by 9. And we've got more action coming your way. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Jacks up a 3. That shot off. Lundberg's gone 2 for 7 from the field. There's a screen. Takes the 3. The rebound by Lundberg.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Puts up a 3. And he can't get that one.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fires for 3. And the 3-pointer goes.
Well, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Washington. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Jones grabs the board.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
On target from range.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
The 3 from Washington. It's rebounded by Jop. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's the three. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Counted from distance.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Baldwin. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The three is up. The offensive rebound. From outside the arc, fires in the triple.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Ja. Over to the left wing. This one for three. No luck on that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Sends it home from three-point land. 1:41 left in the fourth. Pass to Forrest. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Gets the three ball to go.
3 points.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. It's Pokuševski on the wing. Now here's Washington. There's the triple. Sinks the tray.
And Poku with the processing speed just got rid of that one quick.
Washington's gone 4 of 5 from three-point range. Man, he's feeling it. Here's Job. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Lundberg. Washington outside. 52 seconds left in the fourth. From deep three-point range, Pokuševski the miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
The way they dominated, they earned the dub tonight.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
Here's Job. No good with the triple. Here's Lundberg. Pass to Washington. And here's Pokuševski. And so the road team gets the W in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitor.
First team foul.
And it's Garuba in at the power forward position. Astabanga. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Campazzo. Here's Garuba. Right wing. Here's Musa. Off target from three-point range. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Bonga. Back to Jones. Here's Davies. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a three. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Musa. Jacks up a three. And rebounded by Davies. Here's Bonga. Here's the screen to the middle. Pass to Davies. Jones, that's for two. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Tavares passes to Garuba. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
Jones, no one around him. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Defensive foul.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
First personal foul. First.
Now here's Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
It's good from long range.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Jones with the bounce pass.
It'll be a turnover. Away team ball.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to Garuba. With the shot. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Garuba's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Bonga, the pass to Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Davies. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. Brown sets a screen for Jones. And the jumper is good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Takes it inside. Here's Deck. Bonga pulls it in.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it there. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Out to the right wing. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got 5 points so far.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to deal up.
Pass to Bonga. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Musa. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Yep, it counts. He's got 6.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Jack passes to Musa. Here's Campazzo. Defended by Jones. Pass to Garuba. No good on the triple. Garuba's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Brown inside. And he misses his first shot.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Up 6. After this break, we'll be back with... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Down out there with Jones, and it's Davies in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Huey is out there with Hazonia, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. Here's Baska, and he dunks it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
They've got Jones. Bokushevsky is out there with Washington. And it's Bunga in at the small forward.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
We've got Hazonia, and it's Huey in at the point. Back to Bokushevsky. On Thursday, and then on Friday. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Bokushevsky is out there with Jones. Then there's Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the 2-guard spot. Enjoy.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
The away team. Enjoy. 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
They've got Huey, and it's Njai in at the 4. Here's Lundberg. Here he goes. And the layup's good off the glass.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And Huey kicks to Ibaka. Here's Huey. And here is Hazonia. From outside, off the mark. Here's Bunga. He's got 9. Latre. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, he's already got 9 points from 3-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Here's Ibaka, and he banks in the layup. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Pass to Pakusevsky. Throws it up high. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now Hazonia hasn't made one yet. Here's Lundberg. Hazonia defending. Crafty move. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. The 3 gets the 3-pointer to fall. Njai's got 8 points.
They're having more success from 3-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Lundberg. Hazonia defending. Second chance effort. And there's the bucket as Jones finishes it off. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Ibaka in the post. Defended by Jones. Here's Njai. Misses the 3. Pass to Pakusevsky. Here's Bunga. 14 points for him. And it's blocked. Bunga against Washington. Here's Hazonia. Hands it from downtown. Hazonia's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Washington. Tight defense on him. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Hezonja's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Now here's Jones, guarded close, down low. It's tipped. And they're running. Here's Huey. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
3 points.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot. And boy, was he open.
They set the pick to the middle. All by himself. Hezonja on the wing. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Njai. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Brown outside. Here's Davies. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done. Davies has got 5.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Campazzo. Scoreless thus far.
Usman Garuba.
Garuba's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And it's Garuba in at the 4-man position. Jones with the bounce pass. Buries it from 3-point range.
Seeing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Musa. He's covered by Brown. A 3. Musa can't hit. Musa's got only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. Pass to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. All alone. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Here's Musa. Drills it from outside. Musa's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside, Jones. It's Brown on the wing. He's got 6.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Musa passes to Garuba. And the 3 off target. A tight game here in New York. In the tray. 5 points in the game.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Pass to Campazzo. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Musa can't hit.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Davies, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Musa can't hit.
And they continue to control the glass.
Outside, Jones to the right side. Shot from the wing. He can't get that one.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Jack passes to Tavares to the left side wing. Here's Garuba. Pass to Musa. Takes a three. Here's Tavares. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Jones with it. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Musa, a three-pointer is right on target. Musa's got 9.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's a screen. Here's Brown. Got a piece of it. Here's Musa. He's got 9. Pass to Tavares. Here's the 3. Musa can't hit. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Up 6. And we're coming back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Jones is out there with Pokuševski. Then there's Washington. And it's Bonga in at the 3 seed.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Baskonia with the ball. Jones covering. Sinks the three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's Huey for 3. That one's not going to go.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Lundberg shot's good. Lundberg's got 5 points now this quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Bonga. Drives to the hoop, to the inside. Kusevsky, the rebound by Ibaka.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
The defense a step slow, you can see the results.
Bonga deciding where to go with it. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And now, here's Hazonia. Defense is right there. Here's Njai. His three-pointers off the mark. Njai's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Bonga. Pass to Jones.
Out of bounds. Away team ball.
Here's Huey. Stolen by Washington.
Away team foul. Huey. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Lundberg. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. The three-pointer no good.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And now here's Hazonia. Defended by Pokuševski. Ibaka, the pass to Hazonia. Back to Ibaka. Fires the three. Pokuševski grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now, here's Washington. Not a lot of room. 5 on the clock. Drops one in from the wing. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. For the three. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Lundberg. Hazonia defending. Here's Lundberg. 4 on the shot clock. And they'll get another chance.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands.
Good! Oh, what a shot!
Oh, my gosh. He made that?
Fires from way out. Oh, he got it!
Can you believe that?
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. From deep three-point territory. The rebound by Ibaka. And now, here's Hazonia. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.